Barnabas, super awesome to be meeting you on this call. Tell me a bit about what you're doing on Skool.
I'm got a YouTube channel and talking about AI creator tools to help people to create content using the latest AI tools, which are
Yeah.
constantly improving so fast. And I'm doing the same thing basically on Skool. It's just the chance to like interact and to get more hands-on. And then I also invite in guests because of having a community on Skool. I found that I'm able to invite in guests through LinkedIn and get some incredible people like CEOs of companies. We've had like the keynote speaker for the World Economic Forum, Matthew Griffin, who spoke in
Wow.
Davos recently, and he was sharing on like for 2 hours, he was sharing like on all the future technology, speaks to CEOs, kings, those in in really powerful positions. And it was incredible to like be able to ask him questions and to think about where things are heading. I actually, one of the things from that meeting that really stood out to me was he said that one of the most valuable things you're going to be able to have in this, new AI age is a community.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He was saying this is the most valuable thing that you can actually have because people are going to crave like real
Yeah.
connection, like real people to talk to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. I think that, yeah, of course, it's more of the digital world becomes just flooded with AI content and AI, AI generated people. Like, we're going to want to actually be meeting real people. And then to build that, how do you build trust and understand that you're actually talking to a human? And so, yeah, being able to just hop on calls like this with people is, I think, is going to be something that's, as you said, like more and more important as we move forward.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
And
And
one of the cool things as well, oh, sorry. One of
yeah.
the cool things as well about the guests coming in, because we had a lot of CEOs of AI companies come into the group, is not only just hearing about their tools, but like asking them about their journey, how they created the company that
Mm.
they've created. Like, one of the guys we had in was Austin Armstrong, who's the CEO of 𝐒𝐤𝐵, which is a tool platform which creates videos automatically for you posting to YouTube. And he has over 3 million followers, and he was just explaining like how he got into social media and telling how his social media blew up and things like that. So then you can ask those kind of questions. And for me, like on a personal level, I'll like ask them like, okay, this is a video I'm thinking about making. How
Mm.
would you hook it? How would you do the title? How would you? So you can ask these kind of questions to people who are like experts
Mm.
in the field.
I'm curious about your experience on Skool. Like, first of all, what brought you into the platform? Like, what was it that made you decide to try it out? And then why did you decide to keep using it?
Yeah. So I think it was a Facebook ad. I think I saw loads of Facebook ads
Hmm.
with the school games with Alex and Mosey. And then they brought up loads of winners showing how much money they made every month. And I was like, okay, this
Good
sounds
time.
interesting. Because I've been thinking about doing courses and things like that
Mm.
before. I did like a paid webinar back in December. And then so I had a look at the school platform. I came in and I started watching the onboarding videos with Alex and Mosey and just went through the steps as he did it. It was very practical, like short 5, 10 minutes,
Hmm.
and invite 3 friends and all those sorts of things. And yeah, just I really loved it from the first day I came onto the platform. And I've literally been on the platform every single day since whatever day it was in January I came on.
Nice.
And the amount of the kind of people that are on here, like then I came up, I'm not sure if I came across Andrew Kirby before I came on the platform or after, but like I really loved his content as well. And it was incredible to be able to get access to people like this that on YouTube have massive followings, but within Skool you can actually talk to them.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I found when I first joined Skool was like, holy shit, like people are actually talking to each other and there's almost like it almost felt like a level playing field in a way. It's like, yeah, I know that there's some people who have done some really incredible things, who I might not have access to, in other contexts, but here for some reason it feels like everybody's kind of on this journey together, like learning together, very generous with their time, with their knowledge. I'm curious about what you're bringing. So I know that you have a background in video, and you're doing AI tools with for video. Can you give us some insights into like what are some of the most interesting things right now in terms of AI and video creation? Like what are things you're excited about?
Yeah, just being able to do things that you couldn't do before with less time and with no budget, because you can create anything that you can imagine basically now.
Mm.
And for instance, one company that I'm working with right now, they're planning to do these events, which I can't really say too much about, but they're planning to do these events which they've never done before. So there's no footage of it. There's nothing to use. So I'm creating like marketing videos for them using AI to make it, and it looks real. So like
Uh-huh.
visualize what the events will look like so that people who are going to hopefully come to these events will watch it and want to come. So yeah, you can, with AI, there's just so many possibilities in the video space, and obviously one of the funnest things that I really enjoyed since the beginning of this whole AI thing is just imagining myself as Superman and as
Course.
James Bond and people like that. You could easily take your image, make yourself look like James Bond getting out of an Aston Martin
Yeah,
in London, going in and having a martini. And not that I'm a drinker or anything, but it looks cool. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, and I didn't even think about that, like that idea that you could create the future and then show people what the future is like in your video. Because usually it's like, okay, you have to throw an event and then show them past events. That's the only way to really get things moving. That's really cool. That's an exciting possibility. Tell me
Yeah,
about some
super cool.
tools. Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me about some tools that you're using right now that you think people would want to know about.
Oh, wow. There's so many tools. But my favorite tools off the top of my head is Kling AI, which is really popular. It's an incredible tool for bringing to life video, image to video, and text to video. And then one of the favorite tools is Suno, which is, to bring music to life. And I've done like live presentations in like universities,
Mm,
in Surrey University and in UCL in London. And literally, when I was doing those events, I made a song up about the actual event right there as I was doing the presentation, and it played out, and that people absolutely loved it. And I just love it. Like all of the videos that I make now, all the music is made by like AI, and it's incredible.
hmm. What is it that makes it easier than, just getting songs from there's lots of places on the internet where you can just get pre-made songs and stuff like that. Like, what is
Mm.
it about the AI that is improved for you or that you like better?
Yeah, I mean, I used to do that. I used to use like audio libraries and
Yeah.
stuff, but it would take ages to like sometimes to get the right song to figure
Mm,
out how it had been labeled. So with the AI, you can literally, when I'm making a video, I'll be talking to the AI and saying, "This is what the video is about. I want a piece of music that fits this video," and then it will give me, that kind of music. So when I want cinematic track, maybe if I'm making a video that's a cinematic video with a lot of tension and drama,
mm,
and then I can say I want it in the style of like whatever style I want. Some of the famous musicians, which I can't remember any of those, around, like John
yeah.
Williams, and there's another guy, his name I can't remember, from the movie Time.
Mm,
And yeah, those kind of guys, you can get it to create music that's cinematic like that, as well as yeah, just for instance, if I'm a Christian, so I like read the Bible a lot,
mm,
and say I want to memorize say the book of Proverbs, like a section of it, like my son, pay attention to my words, incline your ear to my sayings. I can literally take a passage, chuck it in,
right,
and it will make a song up about it. And I
right.
can listen to that over and over again. So say there's something you wanted to meditate on,
Oh, that's
anything at
very
all.
smart. Yeah.
You can chuck it into Suno, put it in any style of music you want. It could be
Right.
relaxing, it could be energetic dancing, and you could literally learn that meditation or that affirmation or whatever it is that you want to get inside of you.
Right. Yeah, that's a really great way of using it. I'm curious about Kling. I know I've heard about that as well. I haven't spent too much time experimenting with it, but like what do you like about it? What makes that better than Sora or the other video generating apps that are
Uh, Sora, I use Sora just on the free plan because like $20, if you're on the $20 a month, like GPT, ChatGPT thing, you can use
yeah.
like 720p unlimited,
Yeah.
but it leaves like their watermark on it. And
Mm.
if you want to use it without watermark, I think you have to pay like $200 a month,
Right.
which is quite
Right.
steep. For me, Kling AI has just been like the best value, but they do
Mm,
have a new model out, which is like 2.0, which is quite pricey. But the
mm,
1.6 is amazing. And yeah, it's a good deal. But there's Runway. I like Runway as well. And I
mm.
think Runway have like an unlimited plan. So you pay like a certain figure, like something like $99 a month, and you can have like unlimited.
Hmm.
which is good. So it just depends on what style you like. Um, they're all bringing out the same kind of tools. They're all competing against each other.
Yeah.
But I think Kling AI for me has just been ahead of most of them the majority of the time, but not all the time, because obviously there's new tools coming out all the
Of
time.
course. Yeah, it's getting so competitive. There's like a new, yeah, like a new tool every few days, it seems.
Yeah,
I'm curious a bit about your video creation process. So I know that at least with Sora, you get these 5-second clips or something, and then you kind of have to figure out how to stitch them together. Like, do you make longer content using Kling?
yeah,
How does your video creation process look, if you don't mind
yeah,
sharing?
yeah. I make a lot. I make longer content, and you just make the scenes, and they can be up to 10 seconds long. The
Hmm.
scenes. I think there is some AI that came out the other day that can make even longer scenes than that. But Kling AI is like 10 seconds per scene. But normally in most videos, you tend to chop quicker than 10
Yeah, that's
seconds.
true. Yeah.
So it's not, I don't see it as a problem.
Hmm.
And so, yeah, you just script it out. And normally I'll get the image and then go image to video. But I have done videos where I'll just do text to video. And if you want to keep a consistent character in the text to video, you have to include the character description as well as what's going on in the video. So the prompts can get quite long
I
and
see, I
stuff.
see.
And so, yeah, and then I get my music as well. And for voice, I'll use 11 labs. So 11 labs, you can create different voices that sound very realistic and
Hmm.
give them to the characters. Yeah,
Really
there's a lot of different steps depending what you want to make. If it's a narrative video or just a music video or advert or
right.
something. Yeah.
Is there anything that these tools are not doing right now that you're like, man, I really wish they would just figure this thing out?
Um, Yeah, I mean, sometimes it's really irritating to get it to do exactly what you want it to do, but they're just getting better all the time. Like Kling AI introduced this thing, like if you've used like the image tools where you can do in painting, you can do that in video now as well. You can literally like paint an area of the video and say, I want to do this in
Ah,
that particular
okay.
part of the area of the video. Say the window is just like a plain window and you want the window to be a lattice window or something,
Okay.
you can paint it and say lattice window and it will recreate the video with lattice windows on the
Oh, okay.
house or whatever it is. Yeah.
That's super helpful.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's like, yeah, you got obviously there's the character thing, the consistent character, but I think that's getting closer to being solved.
Hmm.
And yeah, just you don't always get exactly what you want. You just have to keep creating, trying adjusting the prompts. And I'll work with ChatGPT. If you can get the image right,
Yeah,
then that's like the basis for then making the video.
right.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Barnabas, it's been amazing speaking with you. If people want to get to know more about how to use AI for their content creation and they want to know more about your community, what's the best way for them to find you?
Yeah. So on you probably on Skool would be easy, like which is just school dot is it dot com on the end? Dot com
Yes. Yeah.
slash ACT. You can also find me like my profile, which is just my name, school.com slash Barnabas, Barnabas. So I'm really happy to have claimed that. And then and then on YouTube it's just at the at symbol and then
Yeah.
pure PUREACT. The
Awesome.
ACT stands for AI Creator Tools.
Yeah, it's really nice to be one of the like kind of early on School, so you get to claim your URL and stuff. That's kind of
Yeah,
neat.
your own name. Stuff, yeah. I think it's the first platform I've ever managed to claim just my first name as well. You
Yeah.
know, not like my whole name. Like on YouTube, it's Barnabas Lawson. I've got
Hmm.
a channel called Barnabas Lawson as well, or or my emails are Barnabas Lawson. But to be able to have like just your first name makes you feel like a founder.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.